Rise and shine, everybody. It's time to wake and bake with Craig Reed and Griff Martin.
All right, Craig Reed, you damn stone roadie. Time to shit or get off the pot, or you'll never get this done and up on YouTube by 6 a.m. So let's get this ball on the road here pretty soon. Brought to you by Wheaties, Breakfast of Champions. Yeah. All right. Where's my clicker? Here. Oh, here it is. All right. Stone Roadie Show, podcast 257, Wake and Bake, the Morning Buzz, episode 131, action. Alrighty then, good morning, fellow earthlings and slaves to this dimension in time. Looky here. My name's Craig Reed, a.k.a. the Stone Roadie, and also known in some corners of the world as the most famous roadie that ever existed in the dawn of time, since the dawn of time, since the dinosaurs roamed this fat, flat earth. And as you notice today, Griff Martin is not with me today. He's still up there in North Carolina. And I talked to him. He's going to have some pretty good footage of that devastation there in the flood. Yeah, I don't think he owns any property up there anymore, but he knows the people up there. And from what I understand, he ran into like 3 people that went through some serious issues up there that they had. And he'll be here to explain a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about on here. And some of y'all call us a couple of conspiracy theorists. And, I said something about 10,000 body bags, and some of you thought I was nuts. But it turns out you're the one that's nuts. You're a damn indoctrinated, listening to the mainstream news that there's only 200 people there dead or missing or whatever. Man, that's that stuff that happened there. Ain't right. Somebody needs to pay the consequences for this in our establishment as it stands right now. But we'll see how that goes, man. I'll tell you what. I hear there's had radio on today yesterday, and I heard they're talking about drones or something. But these drones ain't like the other. Well, they're trying to guess. I don't know. Maybe I guess they're trying to make them look like spaceships. But these ones are making noise. I guess the real ones don't make noise, but I guess some of these artificial, I don't know what the hell's going on. Last week we didn't get monetized because I happened to mention that incident that happened up there in New York with that insurance situation that happened up there. And I guess they caught that guy. I can't believe. I was on here and go, oh man, he's smart. He wore a mask, and he had to. They had pictures of him, and it showed his face. And God, they were talking. I mean, it was a clear image of his face. I mean, his parents had to see him on the news, and all those people he went to college, all those indoctrinated people he went to college with. I guess he was a pretty smart college kid, but. And he wasn't fat. He was actually in a lot better shape than I was, but he was going to McDonald's, so he's got some kind of stupid going on. He's got that kind of stupid that Trump has, I guess. Trump's a little bit overweight, and I guess he goes to McDonald's. I guess that's the reason, but I think he's a pretty intelligent character. So, yeah, we all got certain kinds of stupid going on, but yeah, God, thank God I'm not stupid enough to be fat. I'm glad I got enough self-esteem to think better of myself than to walk around looking like a big fat pig. God, back in the 50s, if you was to walk around like people are looking these days, they'd laugh at you. There's still some of us skinny people that laugh at you. We just don't laugh in your face, but thinking, God, look at that fat pig. What the hell? Oh well, but whatever. I kind of got on Facebook, fake book, and I said, hey, Stone Roadie needs some questions, some skid information, and it'll keep me off of talking about the obesity epidemic. And yeah, well, y'all did pretty good with not on there, but on YouTube, y'all asked me a few questions, and I got some off of fake book, but anyways, I guess that's all the jibber jabber I got to talk about here this morning. Let me see. Oh, Chad, my son Chad, he got one of them crack cameras off of Robert, and he's gonna go tonight at 6 o'clock and film Sada Davis. She's a young lady that sang on that Getaway with Six Gun. And yeah, she's real talented. She was on America's Got Talent or one of them. And when she was like 13 years old, she's been singing since she was 6 or something like that. She's doing a gig tonight. And we got our Stoned, Shelby Barrett, is going to go over there and interview her. And yeah, Chad's going to use his new camera. I think he's learned how to use it by now. And Shelby's going to interview Sada Davis at whatever venue she's at. So we're going to air that sometime. I don't know. Maybe we'll make it just a one-off on sometime Thursday. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to she's going to do it tomorrow, and we're going to get it and edit it and put it up probably Thursday, or maybe I'll just put it up on Friday. Maybe I'll just wait and Griff wanted me to just do a best of the Stone Roadie show, but God, I just don't know. I think if somebody wants to watch a best of, they can just go back and watch one of the ones that, but a lot of people haven't really been into watch it. God, we've done 257 of these, and I guess there's a lot of people that don't know which ones the best ones were. A lot of you watched every one of them twice from what you say, but a lot of you haven't watched very many at all, probably, I imagine. So maybe we will do it. Maybe I will do a best of here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try to fulfill the schedule Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know, but I don't know if I'm smart enough to do that and get all those prizes out and find the tackle box and keep on losing weight all at the same time. If it was just losing weight, hell, I could lose 10 or 15 pounds that I don't even have. But I could do that. But I have problems with other things. I know there's a bunch of you that wish you had the problem that you could lose weight. I know a lot of people that say they try to lose weight, but they just can't quit eating the wrong food or eating too much food to accomplish their goal. That's in my opinion. But anyways, boy, I'm gonna tell you what, Chris Eldridge. He sent in another $50. I mean, he sent in $610 here this last go around and he sends them to me on PayPal. I know somebody out there asked me if I had PayPal, and I don't think I answered you, but yeah, I have PayPal. So yeah, he sends these to me over PayPal, and I really appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, really comes in handy for some of these people that are, especially, well, all of them really, but Gene's having some issues right now, so I'm not trying to give Gene any plugs for any extra money, but I'm just stating the fact, Oh gosh, what did I do with that other piece of paper here? God. Oh boy. Yeah, I put it over here, I guess. Oh, man, wouldn't you know it? What did I do with that thing? Oh God. I can't believe that. Oh. You know what? I'm just going to hit pause until I find it. Alrighty. Yeah, I never done that before. Okay, that was a good idea. Good idea, Craig. I think I need to take a little toke and have a blow for your nose. One more drink full will drown you. Ooh, that smell. Anyways. I guess this one, we didn't get monetized, they said, because of, I saw it, I said, they said it was because of violence, so couldn't have been for me hitting this pipe, so it must have been about that other situation up there. That guy got it caught up in McDonald's. I heard they said that he should have gone to Big Burger King. They weren't tattletales. But God Almighty, I didn't think that guy was going to get caught. He was really, and that I guess that thing he used, I guess that was a computer. He made that on a computer, and I don't know much about those, but heck, when that first come out, they said that was something that was from WW2 that was made in Czechoslovakia, and it was a really weird thing that you had to cock it each time you used it, and turned out that I guess that was true, but I guess those things you make on a computer are only good for a couple, 2 or 3 shots, and I don't know. I don't know much about them, but yeah, that's a weird thing. But he was a liberal. Seems like all them liberals are nuts, don't it? Seems that way. Everybody that does that stuff's a liberal. I was kind of suspected they were mentally ill. They have to be well, anybody that's putting up with this nonsense that's going on in America today's got to be partially mentally ill. They say some people are supposed to be waking up, but I don't know. I hope so. Seems like boy, I'm telling you, there's some. Wow, I don't know. But one thing about that last podcast, we didn't get any commercials, so I didn't get interrupted. I don't know. I got some comments on here that said I'm not doing bad, but people post their Facebook profile picture, and people say, "You're gorgeous, you're beautiful," So I know y'all a bunch of damn liars, just you're You do good doing solo podcasts. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Ah, what a bunch of liars. Anyways, I wish it was true. I'd be like to be smart enough to do these things and not have any issues with trying to put them together. But well, I'm gonna tell you, it's harder than it looks. In my opinion, I don't know. Griff said it takes him a little bit to put them together. I just thought he was whining, but I guess he's right. I know Kathy Guzzi goes through a little preparation to do them, but I don't know. I just kind of print these things off. I actually, I pulled some of these things off of YouTube, and then I asked for some questions off of Facebook, and y'all complimented me with a few and helping me out here, so I don't have to talk about the obesity epidemic that we're having. Oh boy, I pissed some people off. Anyways, the reason I put up this background that I put up here, I didn't use this one, so this one will be popping up on my, because it automatically picks my thumbnail, and it usually picks out a thumbnail around this portion of the podcast for whatever I got up behind me. And last week it had the other portraits of the dead rock stars that. But yeah, I kind of was wondering if anybody noticed that. Yeah, there's no members of Lynyrd Skynyrd in this bunch or the last bunch. And I don't know if I find it kind of peculiar because, it has been 50 years since Skynyrd, the original Skynyrd's been gone. But I don't know about you, but if I turn on my radio on a music station, it don't take long until I hear a Lynyrd Skynyrd song. And, I don't really hear a lot from, who's that, Shania Twain and Tom Petty. You hear one from him every now and again. And guess you hear a few from Eddie Van Halen. And don't hear many from Chuck Berry or, not Chuck Berry, God, B.B. King, God, brain damage. And I don't know, can't even identify that other guy. And then there's Stevie Ray Vaughan. You hear him every now and then. Can't identify the other person, and that person either. And oh God, come on. Oh well. Oh shoot. I can't think. I can't believe this. I think Little Richard. Yeah, and Roy Orbison. Can't think of who the blonde lady is, or the guy above her. And then that's the Who's drummer. Oh God, what you say? The drum. God, I'm. So, anyways, well, to make a long story short, I don't even recognize some of those other people on the top row. But yeah, I think you get my point. Yeah, yeah, you turn on the radio, you'll hear two or three Lynyrd Skynyrd songs before you'll hear any of these things from these other people, and that's kind of weird that Skynyrd was kind of left out of stuff like that. Lynyrd Skynyrd, I should say. Oh, where's that other picture? Like these guys. Yeah, they're all gone. No, except for Artemis. Yeah, but here I'm getting off track. Here's that other picture, and yeah. So there you go. But yeah, I find that kind of peculiar that Lynyrd Skynyrd's in those group of pictures. I don't know. You probably think the same thing I do, don't you? Anyways, I'll leave that up for a for a minute and just had to explain that. But oh yeah, there were a couple questions here and here. Somebody wanted me to. Oh, a couple of things I got wrong too. When we were talking about the incident in Germany, the bloodbath in Germany, I said, when I said the road manager came up, John Wayne, that was Ron Eckerman, you know. I get those road managers mixed up sometimes, but I don't know how I could have got Ron Eckerman mixed up with John Wayne. Uh, but oh yeah, in the hotel, I didn't talk a lot about what I did in the hotel. Oh, my nose is running. God, it's like I snorted cocaine last night or something. I ain't done that in a while. Getting too damn old to do that. uh, Although I'll probably do it again before I die. Oh God, I cannot tell a lie. I say what I mean what I say. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, but the Holiday Inn in Kent. Yeah, when I met those guys. Yeah, when I met those guys, I was with some young lady, so and her name was Jackie, matter of fact. And yeah, I spent a little time with her when we first got there, and then as the evening progressed, we ended up over in the band's room, and it was more or less later on at night at 9 time 10, 11 o'clock, as I recall, because right about the time dawn. Somebody said that was December the 7th was Friday night. And I guess that would have been the night that Don Kirshner's rock concerts came on, I guess. I was always thinking it was Friday night because because I thought uh, uh, our third I thought it was well, we did the Kent. I think Kent was the first show. Yeah, Kent was the first show, the auditorium. And then it was Akron Auditorium where they had the wrestling matches. And then it was a Smiling Dog Saloon. So I always thought it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I don't know. Guy told me that December 7th was a Friday, and I think I looked it up, and that's what it was too. But, well, nevertheless, yeah. I don't know. I lost track of what I was talking about. That happens when you get old like me. I don't care what book you look in. I'll be 74 next month. I don't care what book you look in. When you're 74, you're old. Let me see. Okay. I didn't. I guess I didn't finish. Yeah, but yeah, we just kind of hung around. Me and Jackie hung around with the band, watched Don Kirshner's rock concert, and said, It's funny. I'm kind of partial to these great big pipes like this, I guess, because this is what I had. Not one like, almost like this. There's a great big long one with a brass bowl on it. It was big long pipe, and I was always going to smoke a bowl. While we were sitting, we was passing this great big pipe around the room and smoke a bowl. That was the saying for a while. Smoke a bowl. So but yeah, so we just smoked a bowl. We kept smoking bowls, and yeah, they were kind of eyeing my date up and down. She was pretty attractive. Jackie was a good looking woman. So yeah, I did. When I took her home the next morning, and then went back up there by myself Saturday and Sunday, and then um, I guess if that was Friday, it would have been Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday I went up to the Smiling Dog Saloon, and then Tuesday they came out to my house and spent a couple hours. And oh yeah, somebody asked if the band ever met my parents, and I don't remember whether they talked to my parents at all when they were here the first time. But we came into town, and Ronnie and Gary and Alan and I think Billy. Um, I'm not sure how many. It was Ronnie, Gary, and Alan for sure. I used to talk about a woman that my friend's grandmother. We called her Grandma, and she was in her 90s. And I would always tell them, I said, "Man, I called her Grandma too, because I just about was raised by that family." I said, my grandma we could drink more than all you put together. I said she drinks whiskey out of a glass with a handle on it. So they when we came into town, they wanted to meet Grandma. So I brought them out and to where I live, and they met my parents then, and so we went down and we bought a bottle of whiskey and went down and saw Grandma and showed up, and she said, "Get me a glass with a handle on it. Put some just I don't remember if she drank it with ice now or not, but she just have you fill a glass up with liquor and you'd put about a thimble full of water in it, and she'd just drink it on down." So I gave her a glass of whiskey with a little water in it. She goes, "Oh, put a little more water in there." And I put about a thimbleful more, and she goes, "Oh, that's that." And she drank it down. Boy, those guys they lost it. They couldn't. They loved Grandma, but she broke out her harmonica and started playing the old cat shit and the shavings and another one called N baby N baby darn my soul, N baby darn my soul. You ever seen an N baby with a white a hole? There's the song. Yeah. But anyway, she had to put that harmonica together with a rubber band that was always about 100 years old. So we went on the road, and Ronnie went to a music store and bought her a Horner, and gave it to me and told me to give it to Grandma, and I did. I gave her that new harmonica. And she died, and I asked the family what happened to that harmonica, and but anyways, so yeah, that's the answer to that question. So I guess I can move on after I take another hit on this bowl and smoke a bowl. Somebody made the comment that I filled dead air pretty well, so I don't like to leave a lot of dead air. But if you're actually watching this, you'll kind of be immersed into the whole situation of this podcast. But if you're just driving down the road listening to it on the radio on the way to work, you'll hear some dead air, and you'll so it's kind of two different situations, I guess. But we shall see, won't we? But if you're listening on the radio, you won't have any idea of how humorous this might be to some people. The background being what it is, because you can't see it. Yeah. Take another toke. Have a blow for your nose. One more drink, fool, will drown you. I bet a bunch of you fat people out there are going, God, he has the balls to call people stupid. And all that stupid ass does is sit on there and smoke pot like a dumbass. Well, that's your opinion. In my opinion. Fat ass. So yeah, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, it's December the 11th. It's Hump Day. That's the middle of the week for you suckers that gotta work. Slaves to society in this dimension in time. You know, all you do is pay taxes. I'm almost done paying taxes. I still have to pay, well, I have to pay property tax and I still have to pay, although I don't have to file personal tax anymore. Um, you know, because I'm so damn old. It's one thing good about being old. If you live this long enough, a lot of you people ain't gonna live long enough because you're so damn fat. You're gonna die early. Average life expectancy um, for a man's only 76 years old. You know, I don't know if you people, some of you people saw a picture of my sister. She's 88. They go, ain't no way that woman's 88 years old. So I must have some good genes. My other sister's 86, I think, 87. Then I have another sister who's 85 or so. Yeah, but I do have three of my siblings are dead. My brother, he's died, but yeah, naturally he was a cigarette smoker. He wasn't fat, but he was a cigarette smoker. And then my other sister, she died, but she was at a nursing home and she fell and hit her head. But God, she was 90. Yeah, she was 90 something. Um, and then my other sister, she drank and smoked her whole life, and she passed away a few years ago. But she was a heavy drinker and a heavy smoker. So there you go. I wrote a song about it, and it goes like this. Yeah, she died a long time ago. She was a heavy drinker and a heavy smoker. Anyways, oh yeah, Jeff, Mark, and Ned. Yeah, well, we've had issues trying to. Um, uh, Anyways, he contacted me on my the STONED Roadie at gmail.com and verified his $300 bid on that camera. And they had another friend of mine. He said, "Man, if that guy don't come through on that $300 bid, I'll bid 300 for it." So I was gonna let him have it, but I said we were gonna run another one, but I don't know if I am or not. Robert Wheatley, you know, he deals in these electronics, and he's, you know, thought he would, you know, if somebody wanted, you know, he does these cameras. These are really nice cameras, and you know, they're people say they can get them for 700. I don't know, but they're selling for even more than that. But you know, we'd like to get 400 out of them as a donation to the survivors, you know. that's a $300 discount. But a lot of people don't need a camera that does all the things that this camera does. It's a really advanced camera, and from what I understand, there's only 1 out of 10 people can come up with $700 today. If you have to come up with $700 right now, there's only 1 out of 10 of you can do that. That's pretty sad. In the United States of America, only 1 out of 10 people has $700 that just laying around that they're not doing nothing with. And a lot of people don't have $350, $400 to spend on a camera that all they're going to use it for is to take pictures of their fat family and their fat friends during holidays and certain things. They're really cool to do live streaming. You can take a microphone and put it on yourself and leave the camera in one spot, and you can get up and waddle your big old fat ass around the room, and it's got a microphone on you, so when you're talking, people can hear your big old fat lips bobbling around like this, And no, they're cool cameras, but I'm gonna try to stop being funny here. I guess I'm just gonna try. We're just gonna stop pushing the cameras because they just it's not working out. Robert wants to donate a certain amount of money, but we're not getting the money. We're not getting. He's paying more for the cameras than we're getting. So he's just. So we decided maybe we'll after Christmas, maybe he's got iPhone 15s, and we can get those to you for about a third of what you have to pay for one. So I don't know if anybody wants an iPhone 13 here. Let me know, and we'll try to work with those. I don't think we're gonna mess with the cameras no more. People don't seem to need a camera that does all that this does, because it's an $800 camera, and we want half price for them, but I can't. Robert, like I said, Robert's going to donate money, but he wants to. When we sell these cameras, we keep the money. So we're losing money because they're costing Robert more than we're making on the camera. So, yeah, I'm having a hard time explaining myself this morning, but I gotta hurry up and get these things out, or I'm not gonna make the deadline for 6 a.m. So, anyways, hey, yeah, let me stop jibber jabbering here. I got some more questions. Let me see. I actually wrote a few notes, but I just kind of copy pasted questions off the thing, and I haven't really gone over any yet. So you have to bear with me. My vision is not real good. Here you go. Was there an opening act for the last show in Greenville? I'm 98.6% sure that it was the Outlaws, but I'll look that up. I'm not real sure about that, but I'm pretty sure it was the Outlaws. That came from Kirk Rich. I'm sorry, I'm not good at this because I don't normally do this. I just normally show up for these and just answer these questions. I don't have to actually read them. So I'm a little slow, but hey, I'm not qualified for this. God, I'm just a roadie for damn Lynyrd Skynyrd. I was just a dang roadie. and people want to call me the most famous roadie that ever existed in the dawn of time since the dinosaurs roamed this fat, flat earth. And I just, I just kind of made a joke about it, you know, and I go up to that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame all the time. So I kind of went up there and yeah, was telling those people up there that a lot of people, you know, fans of mine or whatever you want to call. You know, I do a podcast, and there's a lot of people that think I'm the most famous roadie that ever existed. You know, and I don't really believe that, but they think there should be a section up here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for roadies. You know, so I tried to actually get that ball in motion. So I went up there and kind of pushed the idea that I was the world's most famous roadie ever. And, you know, I just kind of made up the title and wrote myself a document and all kind, just as a joke, and made it public. And I thought people would, you know, diss me and go, "Oh, you piece of shit. You know, you got a lot of balls to call yourself the most famous roadie that ever existed with all the roadies that's been, you know." But you know, so I just kind of accepted it, but nobody has challenged me, and that's kind of funny. But you know, showing these pictures here of all these where are they? All the dead rock stars. Oh, where did I put them? Anyways, y'all got the. Oh, I had it here. Um, there ain't none of them. That ain't none of them people's roadies that could. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking like a man with a paper asshole. But you know, probably Jimi Hendrix's roadie could do a podcast, but that was Lemmy, and he's dead. And Elvis, he had the Memphis Mafia. I guess they would be pretty cool if they do a podcast, but they're probably all dead. And I don't know if John Lennon ever had any roadies that you know. But you know, you all get my drift, you know. So you know, but I was on that Lynyrd Skynyrd airplane, and that Lynyrd Skynyrd airplane was it's one of the most famous airplane crashes that ever existed in the dawn of time, ever. I heard it was more famous than Amelia Earhart. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking like a man with a paper asshole. I don't know. But Lynyrd Skynyrd's airplane crash was pretty famous, and I don't know if that would be. And you know, all of Lynyrd Skynyrd's we're talking about stories about Lynyrd Skynyrd that happened that are legendary. I mean, they're just flat out legendary. Everybody knows about these stories, and I was involved in most of them. So I'm kind of, is that why what makes me so famous, or was it because I was was the guitar roadie for the Guitar Army? Because after when the plane crash happened, like right away I had Cheap Trick was trying to get me, and Foreigner got me, and Journey got me. And then I went with Marshall Tucker. I mean, I went out with the biggest bands in the world after I left Skinner and did guitars. And I was never a damn guitar tech. I mean, I knew a little, and then I knew a little about it, and baby, I could guess the rest. But yeah. So, anyways, how I got off on that jibber jabber tantrum, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to fill time, but I don't really have time to fill time because I got to get the show on the road, or I'll never get this damn thing edited and stuff by the time I gotta get the show on the road, because I gotta edit these things and everything by myself. Anyways, enough jibber jabber. Oh God, let me take these things. God, I'm lost here. Oh, you guys already know that. But you know I got brain damage, so you'll work with me, won't you? Uh, uh, my microphone is not working with me today. It seems to be heavy on one side. There you go. I don't know. Let me move it here. See, Griff would edit all this shit out, you know. Well, not really. He edited some stuff out. But I'm just curious if we'll get monetized for this. They took me down last time. But yeah, at least I didn't get interrupted. uh, um, uh, oh, okay, yeah. Um, yeah, okay, yeah, there I am. Who was the opening act for Greenville. That's where I left off, isn't it? God, how long I've been on here? Hell, I don't even know. I think, I don't know. I don't want to bore you too much. Maybe I'll hold some of this and for Friday, so I'll have something to talk about Friday. Here, I'll do a couple more questions. Oh God, I'd have quit doing these damn things a long time ago. I was gonna quit a long time ago because I ain't qualified to do these things, you know. And then Griff kept doing them, and then I started doing them again, and then people, you know, people want to know this skin information, you know. Oh, Griff asked me if I look for that damn tackle box. I was running my mouth to him. I said, I'm gonna show people. I'm gonna do every one of these. I said I couldn't do it, but I'm gonna show people that a 74-year-old guy can still do so. You know, all I get, Trump's older than me, and he's a hell of a lot smarter than me. But he ain't been what I've been through, what I've been through. But I got a lot more self control than a lot of you people out there. I mean, that's obvious, you know. But but anyways, I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm delirious here. What was I talking about? Oh hell, I don't know. I lost it. Anyways, yeah. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not qualified to do it. Did I talk about that? I need another hit on my bowl. Hell, I need it. Oh, shit. Here. See, that's what I'm talking about. You people on the radio, you can't really get a real good. You're not really immersed into this situation people are just sitting here watching me, where you're like sitting here like you're talking live to the Stoned Roadie at the Stoned Roadie studio while the Stoned Roadie is just being the damn Stoned Roadie. So there you go. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh. Sorry about that. Uh, yeah, cousin Figel asked me if I got my new kazoo. It sounds a little different than or this one. This one's blowed out, I think. Yeah, this was blowed up. My friends come over here and blow on it. And when you guys get your kazoo, you don't blow in here, or you don't blow in this end. You blow in this end, and you don't blow, you hum. Anyways, all right. Did I take a hit on my pipe? I don't know. I don't remember, so I better do it. My lighter's about to give out. That's not a hint, Dave. Send me some new ones. I don't know. A lot of you people just think I'm probably just acting the fool just to take up some time and bore y'all, and that's partially true, but just partially. Uh, Here, let me see if I can find this. One more question. Um, I think I had a little access to some good stuff. I don't know what you meant by that. Here, I need to blow my nose. Ah, damn. Like I said before, looks like I was up snorting cocaine all night long. You gotta quit jibber jabbering, man. I gotta get. I don't know what time I started these. I gotta get going. I'm not gonna be able to get this done by 6 a.m. Oh, and don't forget that Chad's got that thing with Seda tomorrow or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Uh, okay, here we're gonna take this, and then I think we're just gonna go. Okay. David Selders. I heard lots of skinformation on how Alan Collins seemed to be on the self-destructive path, and the most of the stories seem to have been post plane crash. Like post, that means after the plane crash. My question is, did he have any difficulty of a disposition before the crash? Did he have a difference of disposition before the crash when Ronnie was alive? Uh, or to put it another way, I know he was always wild and crazy, but he was a little more glued together or mentally grounded both before the crash. Well, yeah, I think that goes without saying that we are all a lot more mentally grounded before that crash. That was pretty devastating, you know. I mean, real devastating. I mean, your life just stops. I mean, literally, you're on a roller coaster, and you just went over the hill, and you're on your way down the other side of the hill, and you're just going, oh shit, and your life just stops. I mean, that's about the way I can explain it. It just from total wow to whoa, it's over. That was my first thought. It's over. And like I said before, I think deep inside, either none of them wanted to acknowledge it, that without Ronnie wouldn't have, without Ronnie, not they wouldn't have been what they would have been. But Ronnie would have never been what he would have been without Gary and Alan, because those guys just barely made it. I mean, Ronnie's ambition was to get out of Shantytown, and without that ambition, I don't think none of them. I think they'd still be down there selling ice cream or car parts or whatever. So there was that aspect of Alan's thinking, that, because I was there when Gary and Alan were trying to put it back together, and they're fumbling, they're going, how do we do this with that? I mean, they had music that was already recognized, which was already a plus. But then that's why they added Dale, because they didn't want to think that they needed to rely on Ronnie. They wanted to totally keep going without that Ronnie thing. That's what I flipped Alan out when the guy jumped up on stage, and I guess he was from a Lynyrd Skynyrd tribute band, and it flipped Alan out. And that's when I went upstairs, and he said, "It's, I said, what are you doing, Alan?" He said, "It's not right. It's not right." I said, "What's not right?" And he said, "Craig, of all people, it's not right, and we're going home." So yeah, that was part of that. But then when Kathy died, but he was always crazy. He had that brand new Lincoln, and he wrecked it. He wrecked every car he had. He had that motorcycle, and he had a situation on there that happened I'd really rather not talk about on a podcast. But yeah, he was that bothered him a lot. There was a lot of things that bothered Alan, a lot of stuff. But yeah, he was on a I can't call it self-destruction. It was well, I don't know, man. I don't think it was self-destruction. He was just pushed the edge farther than you can push it. I can relate to that. Like I always said, if I had any more money than I would had access to, I'd be dead. I'd have killed myself if I had money like that. It's the only reason I'm still alive. I didn't have, access to that much money, or I'd be dead. I'm sure of that. You know, I'm almost sure of it. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, I guess I don't know if that answered your question or not about Alan. About his craziness, but yeah, I don't know how long this pot. I don't know how. I think I'm about an hour, maybe, or something like that. And yeah, I ain't got enough. I ain't got a lot of content, And man, to do this thing for an hour by myself, I think, But I did waste a lot of time jibber jabbering and talking about nothing, just filling up time. But anyway, it's been another episode of the Stone Roadie Show, and happy trails to you until we meet again, and see you later, alligator at the Wild Crocodile. And that'll be a wrap for podcast 257, and that's a wrap. Cut. Wake and bake the morning buzz. We're out of here. See you. Bye.